Heathers, welcome to the last episode, latest. Cut to that.
Chase, sometimes, when you're so excited, your energy's high, your words just come, it's all good. Happens to us all.
Happens to us all. So today we're going to talk about what is your weekly story. And I'm going to put you under the bus. We have not come up with this topic. And I said, let's wing it. Let's go with the flow. Now, a lot of time there, when you do training with agents, you'll say, what's the market? And then you always say, well, are you buying or are you selling? I disagree with that. And it's okay to disagree, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why, because an astute buyer or vendor will know the moment you actually frame it to a vendor or a buyer, they'll know that you actually give them an answer based on what they want to hear.
Yeah.
My opinion, and this is not something I've thought about, I just came to it, is that I got a weekly story. I call it the weekly story because sometimes it changes every few days or a few weeks. But I'm going to tell you my weekly story now.
Good.
And this I've been telling, I had a meeting with my team this morning, and yesterday I say this probably 8 or 9 times to different buyers and vendors. So I say,
if I was someone going, Diego, what's the market up to?
and it doesn't matter if you're a buyer or a vendor,
Yes.
I'll tell you this. We launched 12 auctions on the week of the 15th of January. My first auction night was Friday night. Out of those 12, 6 of them sold or went under contract prior to auction. The 6 that remained, 3 of them sold under the hammer, 1 is now under contract. This is where the market is. Conditional buyers are there because we sold 6 prior to auction. The cash buyers are there, and the market is actually got some very strong momentum. So here is the thing. As an agent, what is your story? And story is not fiction. It's based on facts. But what is the story that what is your narrative when you're talking to the market?
Yep.
And you got to have that ingrained in your head. And once you've got it ingrained in your head, how about you put it out on your reel, on your social media? And if you're watching this and you go on my Instagram, this story over here, I've now boosted it across thousands of people because I truly believe that.
I love that word narrative, right? Storyteller, narrative. Because my story last week was telling a story about an auction with Abby, good friend of ours. She had an auction where someone offered $1 million. She said to the vendor, don't take it. I can get you more. Went into a 4-way multi-offer. It's now in contract, a good conditional contract at 1150. It was a good story to say, hey, we'll sell to the best buyer. So again, love the narrative, love the stories.
So what is your story? What is your narrative? And you obviously,
That was my narrative that I've told today when I've been doing some reserve sets, and it's the truth. We've got your back.
Yeah.
We're never going to force you to do something you don't want to do. And here's a story. There's stories that happen all the time, right? You got to keep refreshing them. Whether they're your stories or someone else's story, people love hearing a story. Once upon a time. Please tell more.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Cut to the chase.